Now, for continuity, I'm going to say this looking into the camera. This is week 1 of authoring my life. I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm a sailor. And this week is about optimism. Let's be honest. It's kind of loud out here. Alright. So, today I worked up the bravery to actually stop. It started with me just taking pictures of the Channel Islands in the sunset. Just super gorgeous. But I'm going to use this as an opportunity to kind of talk about how the week's going so far, right? So it's week 1. So I almost didn't stop today. Honestly, about 6 different spots popped up, and then the sunset hit right, and I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's take some pictures, ease into it. This is week 1. See, I don't want to sound super sad doing it. Honestly, this is week 1 of authoring my life. The biggest idea kind of introduced me. I know in the last video, thank you for those who watched it, I kind of talked about just taking ownership of my life. And that's 100% what I want to do. I want to own my life and author it and just kind of make it what it needs to be. And it needs to be awesome, right? I need to stop and enjoy these moments and take a look at the sunsets and see everything around me, even if I'm on the side of the PCH, just hanging out. So, today's Tuesday, so not a lot has happened yet in the week. But a lot of new and surprising things have kind of popped off. Like Thursday, for example, I'm going to be taking pictures of the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth. I never thought our paths would ever cross, so that's an interesting tidbit. Something kind of cool to look forward to. All politics aside, whether people like him or not, it's just he's a man of high rank in the organization that I work, so it'll be cool. It'll be exciting. What is harder than expected? Okay. It's actually easier than expected. Is that I'm now on day 2 of driving my 1972 Volkswagen Beetle to and from Santa Paula to El Segundo. And she's running pretty smoothly. Yes, I'm only going 55 miles an hour on all the roads, tops, but I'm getting it done. She's getting it done. My energy. So my energy is currently kind of going towards turning over the title and job responsibilities as the public affairs officer. I am handing that off so I can go work somewhere a little bit closer to home, which would be nice. All pending my transfer to a ship in San Diego. So, looking forward to that. I do thoroughly miss being out to sea. Like, I didn't really take advantage of it. I was too busy being new to the Navy the last time. And now that I've got my feet wet, it'll be a great time. All right. So what I've changed this week is that I, once again, and I'm maybe I'm going to be annoying about it, but I am letting people know that I'm trying to be optimistic. All right. So once again, I'm annoying with that optimism. I am trying to let everyone know that I'm being more optimistic, and people laugh about that. But it sounds like that New Year's resolution. Once again, it is, but it's something that I'm going to stick to. I'm on video number 2. That's twice as many as I've actually committed to before. So, nice. The systems that have helped me so far is just doing it, right? I've been writing it down. I've been putting it on my iPad. I've been kind of focusing on making sure I have my camera equipment with me. Right? I've got the one that I'm recording on, and I've got this tiny little Sony for taking landscape pictures and portraits. It'll get done. It'll happen. This little notebook is where I've written down all the questions, not necessarily the answers, so that way I can actually sit here and think about them as I talk to you. Nothing has kind of resulted in optimism per se. Once again, this is just me putting those things in place. So a lesson that I've drawn from my 2 days of trying this in work environment is that I have noticed, which might, be odd, but I have noticed that I interpret things optimistically as well. So I haven't seen anybody as negative around me as when I myself have felt negative. So in these 2 days, I haven't had a general malaise or anything of that nature. I've been, pleasantly interacting with everyone around me. So hopefully, it will. Optimistic. It will continue to be that way where people will be optimistic. And I will be too. So I guess that's the sort of overarching takeaway from this experiment thus far is that if you are looking for optimism or joy or something of that nature in your life, it's one of those, what you put into the universe will come back to you. I don't know if we want to consider that karma or some aspect of spirituality, but what you give is what you get. So if you have high hopes for yourself, I think other people will feed into that as well. So I think my invitation to you, avid viewers that I have, and maybe to my future self when I'm dwindling in this optimistic journey, is to just focus on where your energy is going, right? Because obviously if you are putting your energy out there, it's being absorbed by something, and that something is probably the people around you, and you kind of just get into this echo chamber of negativity. So don't do that thing. All right? Just pay attention to what energy you're putting out and where it's going, who's absorbing it, right? Is it going to be your kids? Is it going to be your spouse? Is it going to be your partner, your work co-workers, whoever? Like, just pay attention to that. And throughout this week and next week until the next video, I'm going to be focusing on planning. Planning, for the future. Maybe do a SMART goal thing of like, hey, what do I want to do before I go down to San Diego, or before, the next chapter in my book of life. So, yeah, planning. I look forward to seeing you guys at the next video.